Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. This video is to explain the other video, Top 10 Richest Afro-American Communities. First, let me explain the title itself. Of course, Top 10 Richest Afro-American Communities is referring to black communities. But the term Afro-American is used because that's the terminology that explains a lot of genres. Afro refers to African in the sense of being of, Afro versus African. Some people would say, I'm not from Africa, I'm from Detroit. Okay, but you are Afro. It's a terminology. If you're not into English, maybe you can read up on English and see how to speak English and see what the definitions of words are in English. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the video. Community. Now, a lot of people got tripped up on community and they're saying, oh, that's a terrible place and that's a dump. You know, they want to poo-poo the entire video. Let's be honest with you. I guarantee you a good 70% of the people poo-pooing the video aren't actual people. Some are robots, some are agents, mostly Israeli agents that put out propaganda. And propaganda can also be negative. And it doesn't have to be specific to something. It can be negative to everything else. So if I have a video that says top 10 richest Afro-American communities, they can simply write, oh, this video is trash. It's no longer. This is an intellectual channel. I do a lot of research. I know that there are clandestine people. It's no longer enough on my channel to just say, oh, that person's a troll, ignore them. No, that person is probably a government agent of some sort who's trying to spread propaganda. If you stick your head in the ground, it doesn't mean that these people don't exist. Mine is a political channel to begin with. If you don't know what's out there, it doesn't mean that it's not out there. Now, let's get on to the word communities. Community is a political structure of an area. Once you draw those lines, you then have to take into account everyone in those lines. Now, I want you all to do some homework or do it as I talk. Pull up the Hamptons, right? You know where the Hamptons are? And I want you to look at their average household income. It's not very impressive, is it? Why is that? Now, the Hamptons is so expensive, that only the richest live there. Well, that's not true. Yes, if you want a house on the beach with 40 rooms to it, it's expensive. However, those people with those 40-room houses right on the beach have to have a staff to keep it up. Where do the staff live? They live in the Hamptons. And this is what's tripping up a lot of people from Atlanta. And they say, oh, we have entire rich sections of black communities. No, you don't. You have entire sections of a black community in Atlanta, but not an entire rich section of a black community. Because you have those political drawings of an area. Who lives in that area? Poor people. Who lives in the Hamptons? People making minimum wage. What, Shakaama? What are you talking about? There is retail stores in the Hamptons that the rich people go shop at, and some of those people make minimum wage. I'm sick, so I might be sounding terrible. Those people who make minimum wage live in the Hamptons too. Those people who make minimum wage work at those houses. That's why the Hamptons, when you do an average household income, doesn't come out to that much. Thank you all for watching. I hope that explained it. Thumbs up the video. I need to get you all in the habit of thumbsing up videos. Thumbsing up each other's comments, too. You all are so selfish. I don't get it. I read over the comments. I make comments. I like the videos. I share the videos. You all act like somebody is giving you gold and you're going to go put it in a safe. You're like the parable of the servants, where the one servant was, the three servants were given talents, and two servants went and invested those talents, and they came back with varying returns. The one got a little bit return, and the other one got a lot of bit of return. And then the third one went and buried his talent into the ground to keep it, because he said, "My master is miserly, and if I lose this, he'll be upset with me." And he said, "You evil and wicked servant. If I'm so miserly, why on earth would you go and bury it? You needed to go and invest it in something so I could get even more." And he kicked him out, fired him, kicked him out, and he was without food and shelter and died. That's how you people are. You go and bury. "Oh, I found this fantastic thing on the internet. Let me make sure absolutely nobody else finds it." I think it's funny. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go and I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.